Welcome everyone to my review of the second season of The Batman. I again go for voice actors how I did like in my season 1 review. So when important characters come up, and I would give the voice actor in the episode the very first appeal. Let us begin with Batman Begin for review with episode 1. Catwoman's trying to steal a blue cat statue when she bumps into the Penguin. Flying works against the Penguin. Catwoman helps Penguin steal the other statue that's impaled with the cat one. She agrees to this so she can have the cat statue. And we see like Batman and Yin working together. Like she clears the crime scene so he can work his magic. Batman figures out the Penguin wants to steal the wall statue, and Catwoman and Penguin have teamed up. The Buki twins are unhappy with how flirty Catwoman is. Catwoman wails of a lost ark, the wall statue, to steal it. Batman shows up, and a fun fight scene between Batman, Penguin, and Catwoman ensues. Penguin double claws Catwoman, so the Buki twins kick her butt. Batman and Catwoman are handcuffed together, and when you try to force it open, a countdown to go boom boom starts. They need the key from Penguin. The police saw Catwoman for Batmobile, so that leads to Yin really thinking that Batman is working with Catwoman. Catwoman is shocked that Batman can read hieroglyphs, but he says that the pictures help, which is kind of a funny column due to the fact that hieroglyphs are pictures that depict words and stuff. Because the pictures in the book help, but technically the whole thing is pictures. Even though, really pictures do represent something. No matter what, if it's a picture of a hot dog, for represents a hot dog. So I just thought the comment was funny. It's my point because of what hieroglyphs are. Penguin uses the power of wall plus sun plus the cat statue to get a heat beam going. Well, he uses the lighthouse because there is no sun. It's nighttime, but still, he creates a deadly heat beam and wants $1 million. If it does get $1 million, a lot of things are gonna go boom boom.
And Gotham Children's Hospital is rubble. I possess the power of Ra.
Yin and Batman are really not working together. So, but we see Catwoman and Batman climbing outside the top. Maybe not the best idea because boats, but hey, they made it to the top. Batman and Catwoman fight for Kabuki twins. They win. And they stop Penguin and get unhandcuffed. Batman handcuffs Catwoman and Penguin together, but they get away. But in the end, Batman does give the statues. And Yin lets him keep it, even though she has no reason to really trust him. This episode is a good one. I think it's funny. Especially Catwoman thinking, I got Penguin with palms in my hand, and then he double-crossed him. That was a good little twist I like. And then the action scenes are really fun in this episode too. But my only issue is this is the first episode of the season, the first episode of Ian and Batman's partnership. If this swapped this episode with the second episode, no complaints. This episode would be good. Carry on. But since the placement of this episode is first, it kind of feels weird that Yin has all this trust in Batman. Because it's why? There hasn't been enough to justify this yet. So, episode placement is a bit off, but other than that, this episode is great. Episode 2. Warhouse has a stress bomb, because you get really stressed somehow. There's a bomb that has a will that needs to be solved to deactivate the bomb. Batman Guy White, the will is behind the bomb. The will is played by Edward Ingham, who also played Dr. Whopper in Supernatural, and the Wingmaster in Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go. Yin takes credit for solving Will, so Batman isn't seen with him. The Will challenges Yin to a battle of wits, and no one can help him. There's a Willow van on the bridge. Quickly, everyone to the Willow van, but you gotta get into your special theme vehicles. Batman's helping Yin solve the will that's on the van, but the will van draws off because the will saw Chief Warhouse trying to sneak up. Batman uses a remote control Batwing to still help Yin. Yin solves the puzzle, the van draws off the bridge, and then Batman saves Yin. And then we get kind of like a bit of a montage of Yin solving a bunch of puzzles, like Yin playing the organ, using the Jogo theme, which was a nice detail, by the way. And then bombs on a train, that's solved. And then the museum is the next stop, but Batman realizes, this is a fake out. Will got bored, so he has an impossible will. But Will is hacking Gotham information to know everything, like bank numbers and all that fun jazz. And the wills were just a distraction. Will knows that Batman is working with Yin. Will knocks out Yin and Batman. They're playing 20 questions to figure out who is the Batman, and if he lies, Yin gets shot. Then they were able to turn around to use the shocker to shock the Will, and then the Will is defeated. The Will rats out Yin for working with Batman, but Chief Warhouse doesn't believe him. And he's actually very upset, but the Chief of Police doesn't believe him. I do, to reiterate more of my points from the last episode, I do think episode 2 should be the first episode of the season to really show off Yin and Batman's partnership and how it can be beneficial for save that trust build up. But this episode is also very fun. A great introduction to the Willow, and I really like his voice. Great casting for Willow for sure. And just a fun episode too. Episode 3. Firefly is doing something during the coldest winter in 100 years in Gotham. Batman shows up in his coat suit. Nice detail. I like that detail so much. Firefly tries to blow up Batman but fails. Batman escapes the cops who are nearby. Firefly is looking for Mr. Freeze. When you're hunting your cone. Mr. Freeze is stealing from Wayne Industries, and he wants some liquid nitrate. Batman shows up, but Mr. Freeze pushes him back. Batman freezes Mr. Freeze with some liquid nitrate, and made him have a nice fall. Mr. Freeze escapes. Now it's time for the police ball that Bruce is holding. It is nice to see Yin and Bruce talk a bit. It's not long or anything like that. It has a bit of a fake out, but it's still nice to see the two talk after what happened to Ethan. Mr. Freeze freezes the police ball via a huge ice gun amplifier via using the end vents to direct the freeze gun. Bruce gets frozen, but he warms up a bit. Batman's finding Firefly and got him to destroy the ice gun that makes Mr. Freeze turn on Firefly. and Batman turns on the heat. Mr. Freeze and Firefly are both beaten. The police doesn't chase Batman because he saved them. This episode's good. I do think it's on. I'm not gonna do like a full ranking of episodes, but like this definitely probably chose the like bottom half of the episodes for me. But this is still a solid episode. It's still good. There's like only maybe 2 episodes. I kind of just like. But I think this. I know this sounds bad, my probably for least favorite episode of the season, but it's still in the category of a joke. So, not to say this episode's bad, it's just definitely not the strongest episode. And speaking of a strong episode 4. Honestly, whoever came up with the idea of Joker pretending to be Batman and taking out, petty stuff like jaywalkers. Oh, such a fun and great idea. They used how much episodes of the Joker is in this season? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But 5 episodes he's in. And I'm gonna be like, that's a lot. It is a bit. But I think the way he hit the stride with flying with the Joker this season, he is. Oh, I never laugh out loud with anything. At least once he appears, I'm laughing out loud. He is great. So, Joker is using a new kind of Joker gas to take down the criminals. The Joker took down 3 police officers for speeding during a police chase because no one's above the law. Joker wants $1 million for fighting crime. Joker also took down the mayor's wife for having 11 arms of a 10-arm express lane. Again, this is hilarious because, Mayor, the one who disappointed me the most is your wife. 11 arms had 10-arm express lane. Disgusting. This is exactly why I become a crime fighter. It's just hilarious. I love it. Joker's about to gas kids for hopscotching because they did graffiti on the ground. But the Batman shows up. Joker poisons Batman, and the poison turns Batman to the Joker. Bruce is making jokes and laughing. Bruce is trying to get some blood from the mayor's wife, but can't stop laughing and making jokes. Bruce has a death clock because it's like an hour before he dies. Penguin's robbing a museum. Joker suing up is the best. I love it. And I love how he has his gold card from, what was it, episode 10 of season 1, I believe. From season 1. Whatever episode he turns people into giant playing cards. Joker shows up to stop the Penguin. Batman also shows up, laughing. The eggs of Penguin still broke, so he takes the Joker venom without realizing what it was. Penguin poisons himself, and Batman's able to cure himself. Batman takes out both the Joker and Penguin. This episode is a 10 out of 10. Nah, 11 out of 10. I really love it. It's very good. And again, I just love it. It's so good. Episode 5, we see Killer Croc, who's played by Ron Perlman, who also played John Notchka from Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and Slade from Teen Titans. Killer Croc is recruiting some goons. Alfred's making a museum of Batman's cases so far. Batman figure out that all the robberies lately happen near water. Batman drops in on the goons. Killer Croc fights Batman with tanks. That sounds cooler than it actually is. It's just like tanks with gas in it, not like a tank with a giant freaking gun on top of it. Do. like spinny thing, aim, fire, boom. I mean, that'd be probably a bit overkill. But yeah, the Croc tank. I would like to see it. Killer Croc tries drowning Batman, but he escapes. Killer Croc also escapes. Killer Croc's plans to flood Gotham so he can rob banks and rob everyone. Everyone's getting robbed. Batman shows up to stop him. One of the goons tries to kill Batman, but Batman crushes him and gets the location of the base. Killer Croc has Pat Crocs, which it feels like a goofy walking Pluto situation though. Batman beats the Crocs. Batman tries to deflood Gotham as he fights Killer Croc. Killer Croc lost a tooth. And Batman defloods to save. Batman made Killer Croc lose his breath underwater to beat him. Killer Croc's tooth is going to be in the museum. Belongs at the museum. This episode's fine. Not the strongest introduction episode we have for a villain, but it's not the worst one out of the season. With two moments. But this is also just kind of like a fine episode. Nothing really wrong with it. It's just not the most entertaining out of the bunch. Episode 6. Penguin tries to steal a machine that makes birds do whatever he says, but his birds grab one that makes bats do whatever he says. Penguin is arguing with his birds. Penguin wants to control a giant bird. The device makes Langstrom turn to Man-Bat and go to Penguin because airwaves activate the formula in Langstrom's blood, turning him into Man-Bat. Penguin figures out he can control Man-Bat. Alfred is facing off against a raccoon but snuck into the Batcave. As Batman fights Man-Bat. Batman chases Man-Bat, but Man-Bat gets away. Penguin figures out that Man-Bat is also a human, but doesn't give a shit. Bruce figures out how Penguin's controlling Man-Bat and uses the bird machine to change the frequency on it so he'd be able to control Man-Bat. Penguin realized the huge penguin statue that was advertised on TV was a fake. The raccoon took out the power when Alfred was saying frequency to Batman. Batman starring Man-Bat as Alfred turns on the power and fights the raccoon. I wish we'd show more of the raccoon stuff, but hey. Beggars can't be choosers. Batman can control Man-Bat and captures Penguin. This episode's fun. I like this team up of Penguin and Man-Bat. A very fun idea. And, yeah, well, that's all I kind of have to say about it. It's a very fun idea for a show that these team-ups that they do. Like Penguin and Catwoman. Penguin, Man-Bat. Well, that's long ones. And I mean, I guess also Firefly and Mr. Freeze. But, yeah, it's a small idea to have these little team-ups. I think that, like, two villains in the same episode. I think that's very fun. Episode 7. Clayface attacks Joker in his cell. I like how Joker doesn't know about Ethan's Clayface because he really wouldn't. Batman helps Joker not die. Batman freezes Clayface and Joker escapes. We're having a trial for Ethan. Hi, Ian. It's been a while since you last showed up. This is a good way to introduce Hugo Strange. Okay, Hugo Strange is played by Frank Gorshin, who also played for Will in the 60s Batman animated series. Strange says Ethan self a sound mind. The more that Ethan uses his powers, the less human gets, but if he doesn't use it, he becomes more human. Bruce gives Ethan a job as head of security. People are judging Ethan after he got free. Ethan transforms not to be seen by Warhawks. Ethan confronts Joker, and Joker tries to kill Ethan, but Ethan transforms into Clayface to save himself. But it was funny because Joker's has Ethan, he has long legs, and he's throwing Ethan above Jack, and he goes Ethan's like, listen! And Joker's like, listen to the sound of you going splat. Great idea! And, drops Ethan. And then, Joker still his, security, jacket, and he's pulling it on. And then you just hear, splat! And Joker's like, wow, that's one big splat. Oh, that made me laugh. It made me laugh. But anyways, he even reminds Batman about himself when he said he doesn't want Joker doing the same thing he did to him to anyone else. Because Bruce doesn't want the same thing that happened to his parents to happen to anyone else's parents. Bruce calls even out for transforming. Joker's whopping for Wayne Industries building. Clayface is attacking Joker, and here comes Batman. Clayface has gone mad because he goes being Ethan is hard, but being Clayface is easier. And Yen shows up to defeat Clayface. This episode's very good, and it's very tragic for Ethan's character to want to do good, truly wants to do good, but society kind of pushes him into being the villain. I wish we saw a bit more of that, but it's there. It's definitely there. People are like, oh, he's a monster, and he gave in to that and became the monster that people think he is. Just tragic. Just a very tragic character arc Clayface has going on for him. Episode 8. Joker hacked the airways and is doing JTV. Joker plans on kidnapping the mayor. Catch, who's played by Patrick Warburton, who plays one of the greatest characters of all time, Kronk, from Emperor's New Groove, and Sheriff Bronson Stone from Scooby-Doo Mystery Inc. Catch is Ian's new partner. Joker kidnaps the mayor. I love Punch and Judy. Punch and Judy show up during the Clayface 2-part in season 1. But, I love them. I love the gags that they do with him. They're great. I love you, Punch and Judy. But autograph Joker is great. When Joker just signs an autograph, he goes shoot, I think it's Punch. I forgot which one is which, to be honest. But Joker gave the autograph to Punch or Judy to go up and give his autograph to Batman on top of a limo. Batman loses for Joker, but has to deal with Catch. Ian helps Batman escape from that situation. Joker gasses the mayor on TV. Joker's gonna rob a bank, but Batman's too late to stop him. Catch has been taking off the case since Joker announced he's gonna target him. But Catch got Joker's car that literally shows Joker's location. Batman's tracing JTV seeing him. Catch being so egotistical that he got knocked out by the cameraman but was filming him the whole time as he was trying to capture Joker. Literally hilarious. Because, Catch is literally talking to the camera. And he goes oh, watch this. Do. If the Joker's in an alleyway, he goes oh, you got me. But have you thought about who's filming you? He goes oh, shit. So, boom, gets knocked out by Punch and Judy. So good. I love that. Because, oh, that's such a good gag. Joker wants $1 million and Catch gets gassed. But Catch gets gassed because he doesn't get enough money. Joker's getting gassed for Jose. Batman's fighting the Joker. But Jose does get gassed. Batman's trying to stop the singer that is releasing the Joker gas, which he does. Batman stops Joker. Ian says, catch him the mail, and Batman helps him. Catch is gonna look at Dex Drop from now on. This episode is great. This episode is very fun. Again, Joker, the way hit the stride with him. So good. So good. But moving on. Episode 9. Catwoman steering at Felix the Cat bootleg animation cell when she bumped into Ragdoll, who played by Jeff Bennett. He also plays Azimuth and Ghost Freak and Ben 10 UAF, and also plays Alien X and specifically in Vilgax Attacks and Ultimate Alien. He doesn't play Alien X and Alien Foes because I believe he took over Kevin Conroy's role. Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. As what is that personality's name? Like Billikis? I think it's like Billikis. Because Kevin Conroy put Billikis in Alien Foes, and I think Jeff Bennett took over for Vilgax Attacks and Alien Foes. I mean, not Alien Foes, Ultimate Alien, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, Ragdoll fights for the animation cell, and Ragdoll beats Catwoman. Batman shows up, Catwoman escapes, and Ragdoll escapes with the damaged animation cell. What's the purpose? Stealing an animation cell if you can damage it? I'm sorry, you did that on purpose. Selena goes to a party and decides to get close to Bruce to rob him. Ragdoll also decides to mark Bruce as a target. Selena pretends to be a charity fundraiser, and as she's having dinner with Bruce, Ragdoll shits himself to rob Bruce of a vase or a statue. It was a statue. Both Bruce and Selena put a track on Ragdoll, and now it's Batman versus Catwoman versus Ragdoll. Catwoman still like Ragdoll still, and it's both escape. And so Bruce decides to announce a clock tower of a May, but he doing tours of a clock tower of a may not have jewels called the eyes of a cat. Oh, it's cat eyes. And let me just say, Agumon Mo was correct, but this is why no capes.
No capes.
But Catwoman saves Batman from a gill-based death. Ragdoll has the cat eyes. This is a very cool fight of Ragdoll and gills, but I feel like it goes on for a bit too long. Batman traps Ragdoll in some gills. Batman got the cat eyes from Catwoman, but she escapes. Bruce gives Selena the money that he got by selling the cat eyes to give to charity, which she does do so. This episode is very fun. I like Ragdoll. Very fun character. And I like the little mini rivalry Ragdoll and Catwoman have. Very entertaining, very great episode. Again, just one fight scene felt a bit long, but other than that, great episode. Episode 10. Bruce is chasing Alfred, who stole from Wayne Manor, but it was a dream. But it seems that Alfred's dream has more truth to it. The vase that Alfred took belonged to Thomas Wayne. There's a monk giving away the same jewel from last episode, but it's now blue. It's called the Eye of something. I didn't write down the name because I'm like, it's Cat's Eye's blue knockoff. Because it's literally the same jewel, and it's like big whiplash if you like watching these episodes back to back. So yeah, not all of these stories have to be break the mode of storytelling, but don't have these episodes back to back. Ooh, because it did affect my enjoyment of this episode. So, and now, Butler stole from them who they serve. Alfred is stealing, from Bruce. Batman's tracking down Alfred. Batman figured out that Butler's under hypnosis. Spider-Man Binder, who's played by Michael Massey, who also played the gentleman in the Amazing Spider-Man movies. The Amazing Spider-Man movies had a lot of setup, but no payoff. Black Cat was in there, but they never did anything with her. So, just saying. Spider-Binder is giving Spider-Man visions, and Spider-Binder escapes. Spider-Binder has an enlightened mind and a full eye that allows him to project visions. Bruce locks up Alfred. Alfred figures out, but Spider-Man uses the girl camera trick to place hypnotic suggestions. Like per se, when Bruce got his picture taken earlier in the episode. The millionaire stole the eye gem thing. Alfred wakes up Bruce from being hypnotized before Spider-Man put together who Batman is. But Drew would make Spider-Man stronger. Batman's strong mind help him follow the visions to capture Spider-Man. This episode's okay. Again, since it's like back to back with the last episode, seeing them reuse the asset of Drew, which is fine. I'm not saying don't you reuse assets, but the fact is like, oh, Drew's back to back, and again it's the same Drew, just a different color with the same kind of naming schemes. Just it made the episode kind of boring. Well, Spider-Man has cool powers and stuff, and I like how they kind of reference Batman's training in terms of he trained to get a strong mind. It's nice and cool. So, episode 11. Solomon Grundy, he was played by Kevin Drvex. Rises again on the darkest Halloween. Two LA's that scare kids with the Grundy story gets attacked by Grundy. Calm a bit. Seeing Halloween costumes of Batman villains is cute. Grundy completely destroys LA's house and takes all of her money out of her safe. Batman fights Grundy as he destroys another house. Grundy is kicking Batman's ass and buries him under the house. Grundy was made from workers for one revenge against people who destroy their house. Batman figured out that Grundy's Clayface. Clayface finding him in a wax museum equals fun. Clayface being by getting hot wax dumped on him. The real Grundy is in a swamp, maybe, most likely. This episode mixed on. This episode's okay, but I like that there's a legend that Batman can't confirm, which is being Solomon Grundy. I like that concept and idea, but at the same time, I want to see the real Solomon Grundy, not Clayface Max Wayne as Solomon Grundy. So that's why I mix. It's like, I like the idea. Then again, I don't know how they would do it in a way I would like, because I want to see Solomon Grundy. So it's kind of like, not sure how they would pull the idea off without me being, I want my Grundy. So, I know honestly this is probably the best way of doing it, but it just feels a bit cheap that we don't get the undead zombie. I mean, again, to be fair, up to this point, I won't even say it's grounded. We have giant bats. Take that as you will. I was about to say, oh, this show so far is grounded, but nah, not really. And then that statement Willie gets thrown out the window later on because it does not stay as grounded as it is now. That's for damn sure. Later on in other seasons. But this episode 11 is okay. Episode 12. Joker pretends to be a peaceman to kidnap Ian. I was very much reminded of the Killing Joke when Joker shoots Barbara. Bruce meets Hugo Strange at an opera house. Joker shows up to see the clown costume that was used in the opera. Batman beats Joker, but Joker says he got Ian. Hugo is going inside Joker's mind to get Ian to catch him because in 8 hours she goes boom boom. Batman's going inside Joker's mind too. Strange is inside Joker's mind. Strange cares more about how the Joker became the Joker than finding Yin. Batman's inside the clown's mind too. Batman's looking at Joker's ideal factory. We get to see Joker before he was the Joker, but he told Batman something and Joker didn't like that, so he cut the last bit of sanity out of his mind. Batman now knows where to look for the ideal to where Ian might be. And then Joker puts on a little puppet show for Batman. Batman is going insane, but he steps out of it. He goes like, yeah, I'm not insane, it's fine. Batman took Joker inside his mind. That's some real, like, inception of a shit right there. Someone email Leonardo DiCaprio. We need him to do Inception 2 inside Joker's mind. And then when Batman took Joker inside his mind, he got Ian's location. Batman saves his Ian. This episode's good. I love being inside Joker's mind is just an excuse to do fun imagery, and it's really fun. It's very entertaining. So can't say like this wasn't fun work. We got Majora Max Moon Joker, so just saying, a very good episode. And then the season finale, episode 13. Joker, Penguin, and Will are having a freeway war. Whoever captures and unmax Batman wins Gotham for free. Warhorse blames Batman for the war. We see Commissioner Gordon for the first time, who was played by Mitch Pileggi, who also played Samuel Campbell from Supernatural, and Doctor Strange from Batman Beyond. Warhorse catches Ian talking to Batman, takes off the foes. Cops ambush Batman, everyone's here, Lily, Joker, Willow, Penguin, and the cops are just kind of in the same location. In the end, the lights turn off and Batman escapes with Ian. Willow is having Batman escape for cops. Joker and Penguin chases Batman. Batman comes to come across a transmitter, and Batman gets a Willow to find the Willow. The Willow accidentally captures Penguin and Joker instead of Batman. Batman figures out where Willow is, which is an old wig on the wall. Joker and Penguin form an alliance when Willow tries to kill them. Batman is now facing Joker and Penguin and Willow and a crane, because giant crane. Penguin and Joker are knocked out by Batman. Ian drops the crane, get it to stop working. And then Willow's taken down. Gordon isn't gonna arrest Ian and gives back her badge. And we get the first appearance of the Bat Singer. And Gordon says that Batman is no longer wanted. And all he wants is to make Gotham safer for his daughter. This episode is a great finale. You really do feel like the stakes are high as Batman is fighting against cops, Joker, Penguin, and Willow. So, I can't really complain. It's a very good episode. A bit too crowded because I feel like a lot of this is like the one episode of the season where Joker doesn't have a great moment in him, but still a fun episode regardless. You again really feel the stakes. So this season is good. There's a few like okay episodes, and I'd say really episode 10 is one. Episode 10 with Spider-Man is one I kind of just like don't feel that hard about. So, but this episode is very fun. I wish overall the show more of Ian's and Batman's relationship and them working together. We do see it, but I don't feel like we see enough of it. I wish there's more shown. But then, but what we do get is very good. So, I guess quality over quantity in that regard too. But again, with that being said, this was a very fun episode. This is a very fun season. So but I don't think it's much better than season 1. So I would give it the same rating I gave season 1, which was an 8 out of 10. So thank you all for coming out. It's been fun. It's been a blast. One fun blast. Hit the like button if you like the video. Hit the dislike button if you dislike it. And hit the subscribe button if you want to see more for words. And I will see you all next time. Bye.